Hello, everybody. This is Quicksmoke with a cooking episode for you, and this is going to be an open-faced chicken parm sandwich. All right, so we got about 3 eggs here, and we're going to whip this up with some milk because This is gonna bind your batter. Just make sure you mix it good. You don't want it too runny. So after you mix it, then you're going to put 2.5 scoops of flour in a separate bowl. There's one, there's two, and by the way, I have my father here, Papa Quicksmoke, to help me out because it's a little hard to record and mix all this together, and he fries chicken a little better than me. So now that we have, by the way, I'm voicing over this because I also live with my grandmother who's deaf and plays the TV too loud while we're cooking. So anyway, once you got your flour, you're gonna have your mixture. Um, you can season yours differently, but we're using sea salt, garlic salt, rotisserie chicken mix comes pre-made, some parsley, and black pepper. Now, I don't usually we don't measure things per se too much here, so um, use everything at your discretion and what you're like. So right here, we're just going to do a couple turns of the sea salt here. And then a little bit of the garlic salt. Oh, we're going to go with the black pepper. Just shake the black pepper out. Just about, it's almost like 2.5 pinches, 3, I would say. Then next is the garlic salt. And we're going to do the same here. Just going to shake it in there. Again, it's maybe about 2 pinches. The rotisserie chicken seasoning. Again, it's about 2 or 3 pinches there. And then the parsley, just to add some color and a little bit more flavor. So it's probably about a pinch there. And then you want to mix it all up. So we're going to mix it here. You want to make sure your oven's also, you can't really see it here, but you want to preheat your oven to about 325, because that's what we're going to melt, put the chicken in the oven afterwards. So there's a shot of the oven. So here we are, here he is mixing up the batter, so to say. And then you want to use some kind of oil. We use Crisco, but you can use regular oil, virgin oil, vegetable oil, olive oil, whatever you like. And you want to get it to melt. So you can heat it up. You don't want to heat it up extremely hot, because then your chicken is just going to start to burn. So here it is, melting the oil. So fascinating. And you want to set your batter and your you want to keep there's what we have the setting on medium to low, and we have chicken strips here. Now you can use whole chicken breasts. They're a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker than the strips we have here. This is what we had available. So when you have small strips like that, you want to kind of picture about 1 or 2 of them together will make one portion for the sandwich. And strategically, you want to put your chicken, your mix, and your flour, and then your pan. And now the oil is nice and hot, and I don't know if you could see it in here. How you tell the oil is hot enough is that it'll start to circulate. You'll see a little circulation motion inside the oil. Again, I don't think you can see it here. So now that we have the setup the way we need it, we're going to start battering up the chicken. You put it once in the egg and milk mix, and then dip it in the flour, cover it up, and then right back into the egg mix for another coating. You don't want to wash it off, you just want to quickly coat it. And then right back into the batter. And after you got it nice and covered, right into the frying pan. Fork is probably not the best idea to use because, as you can see, it got stuck there, and you always want to make sure that you turn the handle away, especially if you have little hands or big stomach like I do, because you don't want to knock it on yourself. So again, we're just going to batter up all the chicken, and we're going to put it in the frying pan. And usually, see, we switched to tongs there because it's a lot easier. By the time you get the last piece of chicken in, it'll be time to take out the last piece of the first piece of chicken that you put in. Just about. I want to take while I'm showing you this. I want to take a moment to talk to you about J Pick of Death, his YouTube channel, as well as Vault Girl. They are encouraging other YouTubers to do cooking videos. So this is why I did this, because they encouraged it, and they will be doing a playlist for it. I will leave a link in the description to their channels so you could check out their videos. Vault Girl has got a lot of good cooking videos in there. She's been cooking from Fallout 4 cookbook, and JPick of Death has some great videos as well. As well as they have a playlist of everybody else's cooking videos. So I definitely will have you check that out. See, we're you just gotta. It takes a little bit of time. It's very, very messy when you do this. So be careful because you're cooking with hot oil, and believe me, I've had that. You want to make sure you wash your tongs in between like every 3 or 4 pieces of chicken because it gets very, very slippery and hard to hold the chicken. So yeah, I probably should have edited some of this out right here. Um, it's kind of hard. I was doing this on my cell phone, so I had to do this in very like 8 parts. I think I recorded. So if you actually like this content that I do here, um, let me know. I'll do more, and hopefully they'll get better as I do it. Just let me know in the description. And also, if you try this, let me know how it came out for you. I would like to know very much. So we're almost got all the chickens there. Now we have all the chicken in there. We have them just about ready to flip over. So you want to clean up afterwards. Make sure you get that and you wipe down your counters because it's raw chicken. You don't want cross contamination. So here we are. We're flipping the chicken over, and as you can see, it's got that beautiful, nice golden brown on the bottom side. It's very important that you cook the chicken all the way through. You don't want to, make yourself sick or anybody else. That would be bad. So have you guys? While you're watching this, let me tell me, have you guys done anything like this? Do you find this video a little helpful? Just let me know in the comments there. Hit that like button. So now the chicken's done. You're gonna put it in a pan. We grease the pan up prior so things won't stick with some butter flavor Pam. And then you want some fresh mozzarella cheese and provolone. Doesn't matter what kind of mozzarella, but you do want it kind of thick. As you can see, that's a good thickness because that's where most of the flavor comes from, and some smoked provolone cheese. And you want to kind of pre-separate the provolone cheese, um, because all of it's like I said, preset. It's very thin, so it'll kind of rip. And you just want to place the mozzarella cheese down first. And it doesn't have to be that thick, but I do like the the thicker slices, because it's mozzarella cheese. Who doesn't love it? It's like, it's what you put on top of a pizza. It adds more flavor the thicker it is, and you can actually you can ask your deli to cut uh, the pro. I picked prepackaged provolone, but you can have them cut your provolone pretty thick. Do about 6 or 7 slices of each. And then after we're done there, we're going to throw it right in the oven. Sorry for the camera angles here, and it's swiping back and forth. I was trying to do it one-handed. It wasn't fun. It wasn't easy. So now we got the chicken in the oven. Let's check it out. It's been cooking for a couple seconds. And as you can see, it's starting to melt. And you don't want to pull the chicken out until it starts to get that nice brown, golden brown. And while you're waiting, you want to get your sauce ready, and with a pot, and your toast out of the freezer. And I use, let's go get it. I didn't get it out prior to recording this, which was stupid. But we got some Texas toast. It's good stuff. It's thick, but it's not too thick. This particular brand has 3 cheese, so it's more flavor. It's got mozzarella, parmesan, and provolone on top, and it takes about 4 to 5 minutes to cook. So it's really quick. Um, so you could also, if you want, cook spaghetti with this instead of the bread, but I like to use the toast. And here it is again. I use Pam on the pan so it won't stick. I laid them out. 2 boxes will get you 8 pieces of toast, depending on how much you want to cook. The chicken looks perfect. Right there is what you want for meltedness, just about. Um, you don't want to overcook it where the cheese burns, but you want to, see, look at that. Look at that beautiful. See that brown spots? It's perfect right there. Again, you don't want to burn the cheese. Unless you like the taste of burnt cheese, then go ahead and burn the cheese. So we'll take that out, and we're going to, again, you can barely see this because of the glare, but we're going to pop the oven up to 425. There's a great shot of my clock on my stove. Again, I'm going to try to show you, but you can't see it. So there you go. But trust me, it's at 420. It's heating up to 425. We got our sauce in our pan, and one thing to make your sauce taste a little better, you want to make sure first you keep stirring it so it doesn't burn. Wooden spoons are actually best to use with sauce because it doesn't taint the taste. But to make it taste a little bit better, I like to add a little secret ingredient, and here it is. Wine, no. Eggs, no. It's butter. Some Land O'Lakes salted butter. I like to put a good amount. You don't have to put a whole lot. I mean, you can actually, what's left there, you can put in because it just makes your sauce taste a little creamier. And it cuts down the acidity. But yeah, you just put a tab of butter in it, and make sure you keep the heat on and stir it in there. And when we come back, we should have the product, the food ready to assemble. Stir, stir. All right, we're back. So, oh no, nope, nope. I was wrong. We're just now getting ready to put the bread in the oven. You'd almost think I'd pre-watch this so I know what's going on here. Uh, and I did, but I forgot. Anyway, again, I apologize that there's no sound on this, but like I said, I live with an older woman who's deaf and blares her TV, so you couldn't really hear what's going on anyway. Um, so again, you want to occasionally stir your sauce, because if you just let it sit and heat up, it's gonna burn. It's gonna taste disgusting, and it's gonna defeat the purpose of the seasoning. So here we are. Now we're done, and we're gonna plate. So you put your piece of bread down first. You select the piece of chicken you want, um, and just watch how easily this comes up. And this is because we pre-grease the pan. Look at that cheesiness. I could eat it just like that. I really could. So you can put that right on top of your chicken, your bread, and then we're gonna add the sauce. You can put as much as you want or as little as you want. It's up to you. It's your world. You live in it. So he kind of did that really quick and then passed it on. So let's plate another one real quick. And we'll show you the end product. I actually love the corners because of that cheese that burns on the end. Again, you put your chicken. That's 2 pieces of chicken for 1 piece of toast. Or if you use the chicken breast, the boneless breast, it's 1 breast per toast. And then we're going to put some sauce on it. And voila, it is done. If you like what you see, tell your friends to subscribe, and tell me if you want to see another one, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.
Ha ha ha! Too fun!